Hello beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Miriam here. How do you do? How is your day going? And how is the weather treating you? So guys, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you always stopping by and all the support I get from you. Look, thank you. I can't do it without you guys, and I still need your support. So thank you for your ongoing support. And if today is your first time in this channel, please, you're welcome. Feel free to be part of us. Please subscribe, like, share, comment. Let me know your thoughts about this content. And if you have any content that you would like me to have a look at, please feel free to bring it on. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about the English test you need before you can apply for your citizenship. Like you know, recently I did my life in UK test, which I made a video just to support people who are in similar situation as I found myself, how to go about that the easiest way, and how I prepared mine. You know, within 2 weeks, I prepared for this test within actually less than 2 weeks. You know, being a mom with little children, working and a student, so it's really not an easy thing. But within 2 weeks, I prepared and just went for it and I passed it. So I've made a video about that, how I passed it, what I did within that short period of time, how I prepared and passed it. If you want that, you can go back to the video and have a look. Then, you know, some people think, oh, after you've just had your life in UK test, then you just apply. No, it's not. You still have an English test to tackle. And if it's applicable to you, or you know someone who needs that, please keep watching this content, okay? So ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Like I said before, this content is about English test, the English test that's required for you to apply for your citizenship. After life in UK test, the English test you need to do. I've just googled it and I've just gone into the government website. Yeah, so I'll just give you a brief explanation about that. Prove your knowledge of English for citizenship and settling. You might need to prove your knowledge of English language if you are 18 or over and applying for citizenship or to settle in the United Kingdom, known as indefinite leave to remain. So you can prove it by having either an English qualification at B1, B2, C1 or C2 level. Then you can also prove your English knowledge by having a degree taught or researched in English in the United Kingdom. The degree that is taught has to be in UK. If it's outside UK, I don't think it's valuable. I don't think you'll be exempted. So you must have had a degree taught in English or research taught in English within the United Kingdom, okay? So if you don't have any of these, you will need to take this English test, okay? If you need more time, if you're already in the UK, you may be able to extend your permission to stay so that you can prove your knowledge of English and blah blah blah. So those ones are not applicable to us. So guys, I had to do the English test, and the English test I took is B1, yeah, and I paid £150. That is the cost. £150. You book it online through, you just put it, Google it, English test for citizenship. You bring out centers and you bring out dates that are available, and you bring out how much. You know, I believe some dates may be more expensive, but most of my friends that took this, they paid £150 as well. Some did last year, some did few years back. I think it's like a fixed price for now. Okay, once you Google it, it will bring out centers that are near to you, bring out dates that are available and time. So you now choose a slot and you book, put your details, your full name, just the way your name appears on your biometric card or your passport or your driving license, depending on what proof of address you're going to tender to them over there. Then I think it asks for your identification. I think you have to scan that as well and put in the, you know, this is online process. Before you finish the application, you do that, then you do the payment. It will ask you for your address. You put your address the way it appears. Any mistake may just give you a headache. And your name, if your name is Brian Smith George, don't go and put Smith George Brian. You have to put your name the way it appears on your passport or any identification you're going to take over there to them. You have to put your name the way it is. If you miss your name up, you don't get problem with that too. And that's the same thing that happened in Nigeria High Commission. I think it's everywhere. Your name has to appear the way it appears in your old passport or it appears in your other formal document. If you miss it, carry one, the first one, put for last or put for middle. No problem with that. You have to fill your application form like that, make the payment, choose the date and time, then you submit it. Then they will send you confirmation email to say that, yeah, you've been booked for this test on this day, on this time, and you know, blah blah blah. So they will now ask you, when you're doing that application online, they will ask you if you want to buy their resources, which me, I've asked friends that have done it, they say you don't need that. So I didn't buy any resource, so they didn't send me any resources to prepare for whatever. So I just booked the test and paid £150, and that was it. I didn't actually have to prepare for this one, because when I inquired, my friends have done that a couple of years, and they said when you go there, they will give you a form to fill what topic you want to discuss, because this exam is purely spoken English. Okay, they want to know that you can understand and speak English, that you can communicate fluently in this English language. Okay, so if you are from country like mine, Nigeria, you know, we speak English, even though we all have first language, but English is still our language. We have dialect, but English is still a general communication, maybe English or broken English, something like that. So if you're coming from a place like that, you don't really have to worry so much, because you can speak English. It's just that our accent is the one giving us up, but even at that, we can still communicate fluently. So they will ask you when you get there, the day of your exam, and you have to be there 30 minutes before the time of your exam. If your exam is 2 o'clock, you have to be there 1:30 latest, because you have to go through search. They'll search you, you know, the airport system security stuff, something like that. They'll search you and all that. So by the time you go through all the process, you find out that 30 minutes is gone and it's time for your exam. So I'm lost actually. So when you get there, they will, after you've gone through all the process, they will give you a leaflet to fill the topics. You have the liberty of selecting what topic you want to discuss. Okay, they're not going to give you topic to, you know, answer or whatever. So you pick a topic to discuss, then you bring 5 subheadings from the topic, assuming you have chosen career, your career, my career. You write that in the middle of the form. Then they'll ask you to choose 5 subtopics or headings you would like to discuss that is related to that major topic you have chosen. So if you have chosen something like career, it may be like, okay, what job you do now, or yeah, I may ask you, just put, you are the one who will choose what you want to talk about. So you'd be like, okay, what job you're doing now, or is this the right career you want? Are you there or you're still heading there? You know, something like that. You ask you like what career, you know, what job you're doing now. Yeah, that's like the career. Yeah, it will ask you like, well, like, it's not them asking you, it's you choosing. So from what you have written down, they will now ask you questions based on that, or even if they deviate from it, it will just be a little bit, but it's still within the topic. Okay, like where you want to be in 5 years time, what you're doing right now, and how it's going to connect you to where you want to be, or what obstacle you've experienced in your career so far, you know, things like that. You are the one who is selecting the areas you want to be examined on. So when you finish that, they will take it. Then when you've gone through all the check, you just sit down there with that piece of paper alone. Remember, you have locked out all your stuff away in the locker, so you only have your ID card, which is what ID card you used to book that exam when you booked it online. Whatever ID card you scan to them, that is what you're going to turn up there with. So like somebody like me, I use my resident permit, or what you call indefinite or settled status. So that is what I used to fill the thing online. So that's what I went there. So they will check it. The picture you uploaded, is that you? The document you uploaded, is that how your name applied and everything? They will check it correspond and all that. So these things, remember, they've entered your details. This thing is legal. When you now go into the examination, I don't know of other people, but my one was visual. Yeah, it was a tablet in front of me with a lady the other side of, I don't know her location where she is. Then I am here, so we were doing it visually. Yeah, I can see her, she can see me. I can hear her, she can hear me. She can see, you know, my expression and everything. Yeah, so when I went in there, she kind of introduced herself. My name is so so so, this is what I do, and blah blah blah. Then she asked me, how are you? I said I'm fine. She was like, okay, who are you? So I had to say my name, my full name, the way it appears on my document. Then she said, oh, you are here to take so so test. I said, yeah. Then she asked me, because you remember you have that sheet, you have filled the topic, whatever you want to do. She asked me, okay, can I see a flash of face? So I showed her on the screen. So I believe she's had a copy of that while I was sitting down waiting for my time to be called in. So I showed her that. She had a look at that. Then she started asking me questions and I was answering. They just want to ascertain that you can communicate fluently in English. You know, there's a lot of people in this country that have migrated from other places around the world, like we all did, and they don't want to communicate. They don't make any effort, okay, to understand this English language. I mean, when you're interacting with them, you know, I've had somebody in the past in my old job, and I was trying to communicate with her. She was like, oh, me no English, me no English. I'm thinking, what are you doing in an English speaking country if you can speak English? And she was comfortably telling me no English. I mean, like as if she was going to get a prize for saying me no English. Then I'm thinking, okay, no English, okay. So some people, they still want the system to pay for them to have an interpreter, okay? It costs money. I think they're trying to cut down on that. This examiner was asking me questions and I was responding. She asked you so many things, you know, if you're not here today, what will you be doing? Then I was like, I'm a student, you know, blah blah blah. I study, I work, and I'm a mom of 3 and blah blah blah. So we were just flowing in English. She was asking me questions, I was responding. It just takes like 10 minutes. So they want to see your composure, they want to see your fluency in English, and they want to know that you can communicate in English, you can understand. We actually had time to even deviate and talk about things that are not related to the. She asked me, oh, you have children? I said yes. Oh, what have you been doing? You know, my one was during the holiday, was nearly the holiday was over. She was, oh, what are the kids doing? What are their age? Do they go to school? And you're a student, how are you coping? You know, it's not easy. Why have you chosen this course you're doing? And you know, things like that. It just flew. It was not like an exam again. So by the time we finished, she was like, oh, thank you very much. Do you have any question for me? I said, no, I don't. She asked me if I knew drumming, if I can make music. I said, listen, I can sing, but I'm not the best singer. I can just, you know, those people that sing in the bathroom, and now I can't be that. So I said, I can sing, but, you know, not really good. She's like, can you play instrument? I was like, not really. But I know I've, you know, had experience of beating the drum, but I was hitting this drum like no man's business. So I was not making any rhythm from the, I was just doing my own thing. So I'm not a professional. I'm not even near an amateur. So she was just laughing. Then I asked her, can you play any instrument? She was like, yeah, I can play piano. I was like, okay, did you learn that professional? She said, no, my parents had piano and they encouraged me to do, you know, so she used that when she was bored and blah, blah, blah. And she's good at it, but not like professionally making music. Yeah, so we just, you know, blah blah blah. It was so fine. Listen, you have to relax. Nothing. Can you speak English? Yes. Go in there, choose what topic you are comfortable with. That is why they ask you, choose your topic and bring some headings or subheadings that you want to talk about. So that was what I did, guys. Within 10 minutes I was done. She was, oh, thank you, it's nice meeting you, and you hear from us soon. Then I was like, thank you. So when I came out to the exam reception area where the company that organizes, like college or something, so they asked me, okay, you're going to get an email the next day, that's within 24 hours, you're going to get an email to give you a provisional result. Then after 7 days you will get another result, that is the confirmation. Then after 2 weeks or a week, something like that, you now get your certificate. Ladies and gentlemen, after 24 hours, the next morning, because I took my exam in the morning, so 24 hours later, which was similar time the next day, I got email saying that, oh, you passed. I had AA distinctions. Then I was like, oh, thank God. Then a week later, I received another email, final results. I had distinction. Then the following week, I got certificate. So this is the certificate I got, guys. So this is with distinctions. Can you see it? Can you see distinction? So this is B1 I took and distinctions. Okay, so it's not a rocket science. Go there and pass it. So you need this to make your application, your life in UK results, which they give you code for. Then this one, this certificate came so quickly. The life in UK, I have not got the certificate, but I have the code. So if I want to make my application right away, I can do that, provided I have this. Yeah, I hope you find this video helpful. If you know anyone who is still beating around the bush, oh, should I do this, or they're afraid, it's not that hard. Just go there and do it. It's not hard. Okay, go there and do it. And if you have had degree here or research, masters or whatever taught in this United Kingdom, you may be exempted. You don't need that. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you find this video helpful. And if you're still beating around the bush, go and do this thing. You see, there's a lot going on. When I ran out to go and do my life in UK, it was just the change of government that was about to happen before the election. So who even knew that the Queen is going to die as well? So this is even more uncertainty. So go and do your thing. And yeah, there's no point procrastinating. Thank you for watching this video. Please give this video a thumb up, like it. That's the only way this video will get to more people. Is the more like you get, the more the algorithm takes it up, so more people can see this video, make use of it. Thank you for supporting this channel. If you have not subscribed up to this one, please do subscribe and support your girl Miriam. Okay, until I bring the next video, bye bye and God bless you. Bye.